Those who have come here can please text me so that I can understand you're here. Good evening, students. Hope you'll join soon. Please come. Yes, one has come. Who's that? Can you text your name? Who's watching me? Amna. Yes, Amna. Amna, please share the link, okay, Amna, so that your friends can join. Amna. Yes, Savana. Can you see me clearly? Yes, Amna. Can you see me? Yes, Fatimatul Nehala. Hi. Okay. So I think it's clear. Am I audible? Am I audible? Yes. Okay. Savannah. Okay, I can see all. Please come to my live. Yes. Please ask your friends to join. Okay. The last two sessions we discussed about the first module of our multiple modernities. And now I will be discussing the second module. Yes, you can invite your friends, you can share the link to your friends, you can tell them the time on live sharing the second module of your readings on Kerala. Yes, so okay, you can text your names who are joining recently, can text your names. Okay, I hope you're fine. How are you all are fine? All are preparing for exams? Only one more day. Am I audible? Am I audible? Please text me, am I audible? As I'm not wasting our time. So, we'll discuss the second module. And the first lesson that comes in the second module is, which is the lesson? Where is others? Please join, please join. Yes, no one is texting me. Am I audible? Can you see me? Can you hear me? Please give me the response. Please respond. Yes, yes. Nidha. Okay, Amna. Okay. So, okay. So you're texting me or giving response. Thank you a lot. Now, next is the first lesson from our second module, that is about my race. Written by Poikai Appan. He is a revolutionary Dalit leader. You have to keep this in the mind. He is a revolutionary Dalit leader. Okay, while write essay, you cannot this in your essays. Okay. And he's also a social reformer. Hiba, hi Hiba. Yes, so he started an organization, that is Pratiksha Raksha Deva Sabha, an organization that he has started. That is the name of the organization. These things you can quote in your essays. Pratiksha Raksha Deva Sabha is his organization. And this is organized for the upliftment of the Dalit people. Okay, and the poet is speaking as a complaint to the audience. He's telling that there are a lot of histories, there are a lot of poems, there are a lot of stories discussing or praising the higher caste people. Okay, but till this day, no one is ready to write a single poem or tell something about us. And there is nothing in the history talking about us. So, Poigai Lapachan himself was taking a role. He wanted to have a space in history. He means this Dalit. So, what he's doing is he's writing a poem. And how does a poem begin? In the histories, you know, no? Yes. He's expressing his complaint in that poem. So he's telling that in the whole history, there is no one writing about the victories of Dalit. Whatever Dalit has done, no one is writing or quoting anywhere. So let me write about my race. That is a poem about my race. Okay. And it is a song. What is the full name of that poem? About my race? A song. So in many students, I found that they mistakenly write about my race is a song. Okay, don't write like that. About my race, a song is a poem by Poigai Lapachan. Don't write about my race is a song. What is the name of that poem? It is about my race. A song is written by Poigai Lapachan. You have to write like that. Okay, write it together. Don't go and write somewhere else. Okay. And the poem begins with the poet laments. Laments means he cries. He complains over the fact that there is no mention about his race to be found in the history. There are plenty of historical accounts to be found on other races, but histories of the world conceives of two races. But no one is ready to write about the downtrodden, the Dalit. You know how the Dalit faced a lot of problems during the social reformation period. You know it. We have seen the poet says that totally disturbed. He's totally disturbed and feels pain at this thought. Am I audible? Am I audible? Please text me in between, okay? So that I can understand that you are there. Okay, please text me so that I can understand. Okay, okay. Yes, yes. Shada, hi Shada. Rida, Sharon, Hiba, all are here. I know this is the study time, so that all will be here. Okay. Yes. And this sorrow or this complaint or this lament, Poigai Lapachan continues. Okay. And this is about the poem. And now I discuss the important one-word questions that come from this poem. The first one is, what does the word in the opening of the poem represent? You can take a piece of paper or your rough note with you and also a pen and you can note it. Okay, you can learn today itself the answers. What does the word in the opening of the poem represent? The word in the opening of the poem represents. You have to write like this, okay? You have to write a full sentence. Don't write only the answers. Instead, you write the full sentence, okay? It represents the history of a race that is oppressed by other races. The word means the history of the races that are oppressed by other races. So that is the answer for the first question. Now next one. Which is the race identified by Poigai Lapachan as my race? Which race? Can anyone text me which was that race? My race? Please text answers. My race that Poigai Lapachan talks about or tells, which is my race. Yes, very good, Aisha, Amna, Dalit, Nida. Yes, you all have given the right. You all are here. So happy to see you all. So that is Dalit, okay. And how do the histories in this conceive humanity. Wafa, Kasam, the letters answer is right. Okay, I'm seeing everything. So next question. How do the histories in this world conceive humanity? The histories in this world conceive humanity as two races. The people in this world see human as two races. That is the downtrodden and the people in the higher social strata. Okay, in the two, yes, Dalit, Ridasharin, yes. Now, next one. What is the cause for the grief that the poet feels? What is the cause for the grief that poet feels? The cause of grief that poet feels is nobody has written anything about that race. Okay. How does he attempt to overcome the feeling of grief? Next one. To overcome the feeling of grief, the poet tries to compose a few notes in his own tune. There is no one else to write about the community. So he himself writes about his own tune. This means that he is going to sing a few songs which may reveal the history of his race. Now, who according to the poet are the earliest occupant of Kerala? In the poem, he is talking about the earliest or the ancient occupants of people of Kerala. Which are those people? Who were those people? Can anyone text it? Give the answers. Yes, very good, Amna. It's Dalit community. Yes, Aisha, Ashraf, you're right, Dalit. So, the earliest occupants of Kerala are Dalit people who came to be regarded as the wretched. Those people, the Dalit people, they were considered to be the wretched, the downtrodden, the undecent people. Okay, yes. Shada, I've seen your answer. Okay, Shada. Now, next one. What is a poet not ashamed of? The poet is not ashamed to uncover the weakness of his race. The poet is not ashamed to talk about his race, even though he's a Dalit. He's telling my race is Dalit. Okay, he's not having any feeling of guilty or ashamed to tell that his race is Dalit. Okay, he's proud to tell that he is Dalit. The poet is not ashamed to uncover the weakness of his race. What is the word cursed progeny in the poem indicate? Do you know? One question was asked. What does this cursed progeny mean? The cursed progeny indicates the Dalit people who are considered to be cursed. The cursed progeny is really the Dalit people. Poikai Lapachan has used this quote, cursed progeny, in this poem about my razor song. You can write like this. Okay. Okay. So I think all these questions are clear for you. Please text me. Next one is, what are the members of the poet's race blamed for? What are the members? Yes, okay. Savana, yes, okay. What are the members of the poet's race blamed for? The members of the poet's race are blamed for all their weaknesses. The Dalits, they are having a lot of weaknesses. The downtrodden are having a lot of weaknesses and they're blamed for this weaknesses. Okay. What is the poet's question to God? The poet asks how God, who is the creator of all, can allow this unreasonable blames imposed upon his race. Last line, Poikai Lapachan is asking a question to God. God, you have created this humanity. You have created each and every man. And it's you who created Dalit. So, how can a person blame the Dalit community? We are also your kids. We are also your children. So, how can a Brahmin or an upper caste blame us? Brahmins are also created by God and Dalits are also created by God. So, all the humanity, all the people in this world are created by the God. Then how can a God's creature can be blamed? This is allowed in in this lesson, in this form, we have discussed all the mentioned questions. Okay, and a lot of you are having a how to write a 4-mark question. Okay, and the questions comes, just give an introduction, the given lines or given things. If curse progeny is coming as a 4-mark question, right? This phrase, the curse progeny, is taken from the poem. What about my race, a song by Poikela Pache. Do like that. You have to give an introduction, then you write it. What is the question? You can write the answer. Okay, what the answers regarding that question you can write, but give a introduction in 1 or 2 sentences. You should write 1 page. 1 page means it should have the content, not to write anything, but the content. What is the answer, right answer to the question? Okay, and next we'll move on to the next lesson, that is Kutipram. It's also a beautiful poem. It talks about the urbanization. Isn't it? Am I audible? Am I audible? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Please give me a response so that I can continue. Yes, Amna, Shada, Aisha, Ashraf, everyone is there. Okay. You can share this link with your friends, okay? Other than your botany and zoology or chemistry, stati, Malayalam departments, you can share with your friends who are learning in other departments. Okay. Now, Kutipram Bridge. Who has written this poem? Can anyone text me who has written this poem? Who has written this poem? Can anyone text me? Yes, I'm waiting for your answers. I'm waiting for your answers. Yes, very good, Alisheri. Govindan Nair. Yes, very good. Nida, Shada, Fatimatul Safa, Amna, Aisha Ashraf. Yes. Okay. It is Alisheri Govindan Nair. He was a man who imbibed the spirit of both poetry and nationalism in his life. Poetry came naturally to him. Okay, and he was a poet who very much loved the nature, his own plays, and he's coming to his plays after a long period, and he's surprised to see the bridge, the Kutipram Bridge, and he's standing above the bridge and he's taking or talking many things to us. We'll see. He was a mature writer of poetry and plays. He is considered as a bard of Malayalam. Who's known as a bard of Malayalam? Who is known as a bard of Malayalam? Who is known as the bard of Malayalam? Let me see your answers. Who is known as a bard of Malayalam? Yes. Who is known as a bard of Malayalam? It is Edasheri Govindan Nair. Okay. And who is known as a bard of English? Bard of Avon? Who is known as a bard of Avon? You can text me later, okay? After this session, you can comment me in the comment box who is the bard of Avon. Okay. Now we'll see the poem. Kutipram Bridge is a poem and the poet expresses his anxiety and uncertainty in a poem. Okay, about the process of modernization. The poet expresses his anxiety. Yes, very good, Amna. Amna has given the right answer. Amna, you can text, okay? After the session, you can text in my comment box. Yes, Amna has given the right answer. The poet is showing his anxiety and uncertainty about the modernization, the process of modernization. Modernization. What is modernization? That is a rural place becoming an urban place. That is villages converted into cities. Okay, or townships coming. And here the poem becomes a cross-section of modern Kerala where the alarming phrase of urbanization washes away the greenery and goodness of the past. What is the result of this urbanization of modernization? What is the result of urbanization or modernization? It washes away the greenery. It washes away the pleasant fragrance. It washes away the beauty. Okay, beauty, and it turns what? It turns to a barrenness or a strangeness. Okay, we'll see. The point is now standing on the Kuttipuram bridge, built over the Pera river. So, which is the river flowing below this Kuttipuram bridge? It is the Pera river. Now he is remembering when during his childhood, when he used to be a child and when he used to come to the shores of this Pera river, it used to overflow. But today, what is the condition? How is the Pera river? It has become very thin. Means what? The river has become very thin means? How is the water inside that river? Is there plenty of water in that river? How is it? The river is so thin means? How? The river is so thin means what? What does it indicate? The river is so thin. When there is no water, there is no plenty of water. Isn't it? Yes. He feels proud of the fact that bridge was constructed with 23 lakhs. He became very happy, right? A huge bridge has come to over this river. And this bridge, what is the cost of the making of this bridge? It's 23 lakhs, not 1 or 10 lakhs, but it is 23 lakhs bridge. Okay. He stands there looking down at the river, which is gradually diminishing. As he stands there, he memorizes the rush to his mind. He reminded of the various games like Pootangol he played on the banks of the river. He dipped a cool waves of the river for daily prayers. If he used to do his daily prayers dipping inside this water. So am I audible? Are you all there? Are you all there? Am I audible? Is it clear? Am I audible? Is it clear? Yes, Aisha, thank you. Now the poet is standing proud with a firm foot on the bridge, which is a huge human achievement. Which is the huge human achievement? Yes, that is this bridge, Kuttipuram Bridge. He is now standing upon the bridge, which is an entrance to the world, but his mind is ruminating with nostalgic feelings. The vision of a rural life, which is fading away day by day. Today, the trees are swept away, the mountains are dipped down, the flowers are no more. Instead, the hybrid flowers have grown up, isn't it, in our garden? Now, vast paddy fields are not there. Instead, huge houses. Okay. During the day and night time, what is heard? The sounds of the vehicles, the sounds of the horns, the alarms, the sounds of the people moving here and there, the busy road. No sounds of the birds are heard. No sounds of the water in the river flowing can be heard because there is no much water in the river. The river is so thin. These nostalgic things of the past are fading away. Beautiful flowers are now overpowered by stone, soot, cement and steel. This indicates the coming up of new buildings. Tire and petrol are howling. The coming of vehicles day by day. Each day, vehicles numbers are increasing. Quick noises and quick movements alone can be identified everywhere. Strangers are engaged in conflicts and are fighting each other. Neighbors are also strangers. There are a lot of houses, big, huge mansions coming. But those houses, only 2 or 1 person or maximum 3 persons are living. And the persons, they are not aware of the neighbors. They don't know who is staying near to their house. Because they are strangers. This is happening as a result of modernization. Result of urbanization. Okay. Now I'll discuss the important questions, comprehension questions. What makes the narrator feel proud as he stands on the newly built bridge? The bridge is a great work which cost 23 lakhs, which means that it is a symbol of material development of his village. Okay, how does the narrator explain that the river was a part of his daily life? The narrator explains that it was on the banks of the river he used to play endless games of putakol. It was in the cool water of this river the narrator used to bathe and to dip for daily prayers. Two things. One is he used to play putakol near the bank of this river, and also he used to take his bath and dip in prayers inside this water. Okay, now next one, level with the kingfisher, sparrow and the crane that once flew over here. What is irony in these lines? The narrator thinks when he stands on the bridge that he has gone high with these birds. So while standing on the river, the poet thinks about the kingfishers flying over his head. Okay, while he was young, he used to see birds flying over his head. And now where is he standing? He's standing over the bridge. He can raise his two hands and he is feeling that he is flying in the sky. Now he's comparing. The narrator thinks when he stands on the bridge that he has gone high with these birds. The irony is that he's still on the earth and those birds can fly high over the bridge. What happens when the river is in spate? When the river is in spate, the river banks will be washed away. Moreover, the boats and even the kites cannot cross the river. But I can't help laughing. This is an important question. But I can't help laughing. These lines are taken from the poem Uttipram Bridge. What thoughts make the narrator feel like laughing? It appears to the narrator that Mila is now crawling under the bridge as if it is doing the tail nata. The nata is an act of crawling on all fours between the victor's legs. Okay. So you can hear the dogs barking. Okay. Those are the dogs from my house. Okay. I have 4 dogs in my house and those dogs are barking. Can you hear the dogs barking? An entertainment for you to relax from my class. Okay. Can you hear the dogs barking? Yes? Yes, can you hear the dogs barking? No? Okay, now I'll tell you the next one. Who was the narrator? Yes, you can hear. Yes, very good. Is it disturbing you? Those barkings? Now it's a night time, no? Yes, it is a night time and I think some cats are roaming here and there. Okay, so they don't like cats roaming in their compound, so they're barking. So I think it doesn't disturb you. Okay, thank you. Now we'll see who was the narrator's playmate for the day of his birth. Grama Lakshmi was the narrator's playmate from the day of his birth. What has now come to reign over the flowers? Instead of flowers, what has replaced this flowers? What has replaced? The flowers are now replaced or reigned over by the stone, soot, cement and steel. What happens to the neighborhood connections as a result of urbanization? As a result of urbanization, neighbors became totally strangers and vice versa. The neighbors became strangers. They don't know, they're not aware who's staying near to them. Okay. What would happen to the mother pair if man turns into a machine? If man turns into a machine, the mother pair has all the chances of becoming a grieving and reeking drain. Okay. And today, most of the streams and ponds and lakes has become drains. How we know what has happened today? And so what has happened to the mother pair if man turns into a machine? If man turns to a machine, mother pair has all the chances of becoming a grieving and leaking drain. So these are the 1 mark questions that can be asked for your university exam. Yes, Amna, did I skip any question? Yes, one more. What, according to the narrator, are the fates awaiting the deity of Malur and Anti Mahakalam Kunna? I told you mountains were there in his village, and these mountains they had a deity. What is deity? ഒരു ദേവത. ഓക്കെ, അപ്പം ആ ഡെയിറ്റി ഒരു ദേവതയും കാവും ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. അപ്പം മലകളും ഒക്കെ ഇടിച്ച് നിരപ്പാക്കിയിട്ട് ഓർഗനൈസേഷൻ റിസൾട്ട് ആയിട്ട് ഇങ്ങനെ വന്നപ്പം അവിടെ കുടിയിരുന്ന ദേവന്മാരും ദേവികളും മൂർത്തികളൊക്കെ ഇറങ്ങിപ്പോയി. അപ്പൊ now അവിടെ എന്ത് മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ? കുറച്ച് സ്റ്റോൺസ് മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളൂ. ഓക്കെ, ആ ഫോമിൽ അത് കറക്റ്റ് ആയി പറയുന്നുണ്ട്. we'll see. The Mallur Kayam, which is a deep part of the river, has become nothing more than a name. Even the deity of Mallur, who was venerated in high esteem, turns out to be among only one various gods. Danti Mahakalam Kunna, which stood as a grandeur one, seems now a mere spinning top, which was curled by a child robot. പണ്ട് കാവുകളിൽ ഉത്സവങ്ങളും ഒക്കെ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്നു. പക്ഷെ ഇന്നെന്താ? ഇന്നതൊന്നും നടത്താനും അതിനെക്കുറിച്ച് നോക്കാനൊന്നും ആർക്കും സമയമില്ല. Because all are busy, all are strangers, and this is not a village now, it's a township. Okay, so understood? We discussed these 11 questions, I think, and I think these questions are familiar with you now. If you see a question like this in your exam, you can do it well. Patile. Patile. Yes, Patumo. Chaile. I'll give you the tips, okay? How to score good marks. Yes, okay, Shada. Thank you. I'll give you tips how to score good marks and the readings on Kerala. Okay. Yes. Now we move on to the next part. The time is running, so Courageous Act. Courageous Act. It's a beautiful write-up by Anusuya Menon. She is talking about our Nilamur Aisha, how she faced a lot of problems, struggles in her childhood, and we'll discuss the 1 mark questions. Okay, is it enough? I think Courageous Act is familiar to you. You know the story and all. So let me discuss the 1 word questions only. Yes, yes, Nilamur Aisha's lesson. Shall I move to this 1 word questions? Yes, please give me the response soon. Shada, Amna, yes, yes, Savana, thank you. Yes, Nida, yes. When did Aisha realize that she was hit by something? Aisha realized that she was hit by something when she felt a salty wetness on her lips. Something was floating down to her lips and it was very salty. And at that time only she realized something was hit in her forehead. Aisha realized that she was hit by something when she felt a salty wetness on her lips. What was Aisha's reaction after getting hit by the stone? She was quite calm after getting hit by the stone. She continued to say her dialogues even when the blood was trickling down in thick drops. She didn't stop her dialogue. She continued with her dialogues. Now, third one, who suggested that a play is to be made addressing the issues plaguing the Muslim community? The playwright E.K. Aimu. Okay, keep this in your mind. You have to remember the names of the persons that comes in this Courageous Act. Okay, here we'll see Aimu. Aimu. Who was Aimu? Which was the first play written by Aimu? Text me, which was the first play written by Aimu in which Nilamur Aisha has enacted. The playwright E.K. Aimu suggested that a play is to be made addressing the issues plaguing the Muslim community. How were the women roles in drama played before Aisha's debut? Before Aisha has come to this field of theatre, who used to play the female roles in the drama? Before Aisha's debut, women's role were played by men. ഇല്ലേ? ആരാണ് സ്ത്രീകൾ അഭിനയിക്കേണ്ട ആ റോളൊക്കെ അഭിനയിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നത്? ആയിഷ വരുന്നതിന് മുമ്പ് സ്ത്രീകളുടെ ക്യാരക്ടേഴ്സ് ആരാണ് അഭിനയിച്ചുകൊണ്ടിരുന്നത്? ചെറുപ്പക്കാരായ ആൺകുട്ടികൾ, മീശയൊന്നുമില്ലാത്ത ആൺകുട്ടികൾ. ഓക്കെ, How does Aisha recollect her father's interest in arts? Her father would order all the servants to stop work at 4 p.m. That was a time for them to manifest their talents in music, dance, and acting. Am I audible? Am I audible? Name some of the people who helped Aisha's family in times of poverty. This is an important question. കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ? എല്ലാരും ഉണ്ടോ അവിടെ? ലൈവ് കാണുന്നുണ്ടോ എല്ലാരും? എല്ലാരും ഉണ്ടോ ലൈവ് കാണാൻ? ഉണ്ടോ? എല്ലാരും ഉണ്ടോ? ഒന്ന് ടെക്സ്റ്റ് ചെയ്യ്. ഞാൻ പറയുന്നത് കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ? എനിക്കൊന്നും അറിയാൻ പറ്റുന്നില്ല. യെസ് ഷദ, താങ്ക് യു. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Okay, 1 minute, 1 second. Yes. Name some of the people who helped Aisha's family in times of poverty. People like Kunnikuttan Tamban. Okay, you have to learn the names properly. Kunnikuttan Tamban of the royal family. You have to write like that. Kunnikuttan Tamban of the royal family of Nilambur. Dr. M. Usman and actor Nilambur Balan are some of the people who helped Aisha's family in the times of poverty. Okay. And how did Aisha lose the hearing ability of 1 year while performing? A man came on the stage and slapped her. She lost the hearing ability of 1 year afterwards. Okay. What was the first honor that Aisha received? The first honor Aisha received was the Keralathinte Veedaputri എന്നുള്ള ആ ടൈറ്റിലാണ് Aisha was honored first. What is that? Keralathinte Veedaputri. What is Aisha's opinion on contemporary theatre? According to Aisha, the contemporary theatre lacks commitments. What is Aisha's stance about TV serials? Aisha is not in favor of TV serials and emphatically denies any chance of acting in them. Aisha was not interested in acting TV serials. Okay. What happened in Aisha's marital life? Aisha was forced to marry a 47-year-old man against her wishes. Her married life lasted only for 5 days as she asked a man to get out of the house. For which film was Aisha honored as the best supporting actress? Aisha was honored as the best supporting actress for the children's film Omakuyil Padambol. Which was that film? Omakuyil Padambol. Okay, these are 12 questions. These 12 questions are very important questions that can come to your come for your university exam. Okay, so go through these again. Now next is Vaikyam Satyagraha. That means in this Shiva temple, there was a temple. In this Shiva temple, who was not allowed? Who was not allowed? The lower caste people, they were not allowed. Instead, only Nayar, Namburis, and Nambyar, they were allowed to come to this temple and do their worships. Okay. And people started, downtrodden people or the lower caste people started to fight against this. Okay, and this tells us about the struggles against untouchability. That is Vaikam Satyagraha, struggles against untouchability. Means they were not allowed to enter into the temple. They were not allowed to stand near the others and do their worship. They were not allowed to sit along with others and have their prasada and all. Okay, so for all these problems, they started to fight. And it was a struggle against untouchability. And I'm not going to tell everything in detail because of the time lapse. Only I'll be discussing the important questions. Okay. So what information did the policeman seek from the 3 men? The policeman asked the 3 men to name their caste. The policeman want to take them out after knowing which caste are these 3 persons. Okay. Why were 2 of the 3 men denied entry by the police? 2 of them were denied entry because they belonged to lower caste. What is the meaning of stood their ground? It means to stand firm and show determination. What are the two shameful practices that the Vaikam Satyagraha sought to eradicate? Vaikam Satyagraha sought to eradicate untouchability and unapproachability. Which are the two things? One is untouchability and unapproachability. Since when did the spirit of social reform manifest in Kerala? The spirit of social reform manifested in Kerala since the last quarter of the 19th century. What were the humiliating treatment practiced in the name of caste? The humiliating treatment practiced in the name of the caste included distance pollution. What is distance? Tottukudayi. Tottu കഴിഞ്ഞാൽ അശുദ്ധിയാകുന്നുള്ള ഒരു concept. What is the name of that? Distant pollution. Distance pollution. Exclusion from public places of worship and denial of the civic right enjoyed by upper caste. അതായത് അപ്പർ കാസ്റ്റ് പോകുന്ന സ്ഥലത്തേക്ക് കൂടെ ആ റോഡിലേക്ക് കൂടെ ആർപ്പിക്കൂടാ സാധാരണക്കാരനായ ലോവർ കാസ്റ്റിൽ പെട്ട ജനങ്ങൾക്കൊന്നും ആ റോഡിലെ നടക്കാൻ പറ്റില്ല. ആ റോഡിലേക്ക് കൂടെ അമ്പലത്തിലേക്ക് പോകണമെങ്കിൽ ആർക്ക് മാത്രമേ അനുവാദമുള്ളൂ? ആ നാട്ടിലുള്ള മുന്തിയ ജാതിയിൽപ്പെട്ട അപ്പർ കാസ്റ്റിൽപ്പെട്ട ആൾക്കാർക്ക് മാത്രം. Who is considered as architect of Vaikam Satyagraha? It's T.K. Madhavan. Was considered as the architect of Vaikam Satyagraha. Don't write Gandhiji and all. Oh, it is T.K. Madhavan. What was the reason cited by Diwan for disallowing the motion moved by T.K. Madhavan in the assembly? The Diwan disallowed the motion of the ground that the issue was of a religious nature and was likely to create dissension in society. What was Gandhiji's advice to T.K. Madhavan regarding the conduct of struggle at Vaikam? Gandhiji suggested civil disobedience and non-violent satyagraha. Okay, as form of struggle. That is civil disobedience and non-violent satyagraha. What was the outcome of Gandhiji's appeal to the people of Travancore? Gandhiji's appeal mobilized enlightened upper caste Hindu opinion in favor of temple entry. How did the organizers attempt to control the flow of volunteers to Vaikam Satyagraha? They appealed to volunteers not to reach Vaikam without prior permission and without a certificate of character from an important citizen. ഈ ഒരു വൈക്കം സത്യാഗ്രഹത്തിലേക്ക് വരുമ്പം നിങ്ങൾ എന്ത് കൊണ്ടുവരണം? നിങ്ങളുടെ നാട്ടിലെ ഒരു പ്രോമിനന്റ് ആയിട്ടുള്ള ഒരാളുടെ കയ്യിൽ നിന്ന് ഒരു ലെറ്റർ വാങ്ങിച്ചു കൊണ്ടുവന്നാൽ യു ക്യാൻ പാർട്ടിസിപ്പേറ്റ് ഇൻ ദിസ് വൈക്കം സത്യാഗ്രഹ. ഓക്കെ. Who was the leader of this Savarna Jatha conducted in solidarity to Vaikam Satyagraha? The Mannathu Padmanabhan. Mannathu Padmanabhan നായർ സമുദായത്തിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് നായർ സമുദായത്തിന്റെ അപ്ലിഫ്റ്റ്മെന്റിന് വേണ്ടിയിട്ട് പ്രവർത്തിച്ച ഒരാളായിരുന്നു Mannathu Padmanabhan. Was a leader of Savarna Jatha conducted in solidarity to Vaikam Satyagraha. How did Vaikam Satyagraha conclude? Finally, the authorities had to make a compromise at the roads around the Vaikam temple, with the exception of the two lanes leading to the eastern Gopuram, they are open to all castes without distinction. What is the result of the Satyagraha? That is, the people were given permission to enter this temple through these roads. They were allowed to walk through these roads. This is the result of the Satyagraha. Okay, so I think these questions and answers are clearer to you. And the last one is voice. That one I discuss later. Now I tell you how to score good marks in this paper. Are you all there? Are you all there? Please text me your names or please tell me a hi if you're there. All have gone? All have slept? പോയോ? ഉറങ്ങിയോ? ഉറങ്ങേണ്ട ടൈം ആയോ? എല്ലാവരും പോയോ? ഭക്ഷണം കഴിക്കാനോ? കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടോ? ക്ലിയർ ഇല്ലേ ഞാൻ പറയുന്നത്? യെസ്. ക്യാൻ യു ഓൾ ഹിയർ മീ? ക്യാൻ യു ഓൾ സീ മീ? കാണുന്നുണ്ടോ? ആരും ഇല്ലേ? ഓഡിബിൾ അല്ലേ? ക്ലിയർ അല്ലേ? യെസ്. ഷദ, ഗുഡ്. ഓക്കെ, ഷദ മാത്രമേ ഉള്ളോ? ഷദയുടെ പേര് മാത്രമേ ഷദ യെസ് വന്നിട്ടുള്ളൂ. പ്ലീസ് 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 ടെക്സ്റ്റ് യുവർ നെയിംസ്. യെസ്, അമ്മ, അമ്മയുണ്ട്, സമാധാനായി. ഇങ്ങനെ നിങ്ങളുടെ പേരുകൾ കാണുമ്പോൾ ഇവരൊക്കെ ഉണ്ടല്ലോ, കേൾക്കുന്നുണ്ടല്ലോ എന്ന് സന്തോഷം. നിധ, എൻ്റെ കൂടെ നിങ്ങളുണ്ടല്ലോ നല്ലൊരു സമാധാനം കേട്ടോ. ഐ എം ഗോയിങ് ടു ടെൽ ദ ടിപ്സ് പറയുമ്പോൾ കേട്ടോ എങ്ങനെയാണ് നിങ്ങൾ മൾട്ടിപ്പിൾ മോഡാലിറ്റീസ് റീഡിങ്സ് ഒക്കെ ഉള്ള ഹൗ ടു സ്കോർ ഗുഡ് മാർക്സ്. ഫസ്റ്റ് വൺ, you have to write neatly. Okay. Then second one, write the numbers, question numbers properly. And don't write the confusing answers first. The answers which you feel thorough, which you feel comfortable, only you write it in the beginning. Okay. Just don't write confusing answers in the beginning. Then after each and every questions, please underline using a pencil. Highlight your answers with the pencils. Quote lines from the poem in your essays if the essays are asked from the poem, like Kutippuram Bridge or About My Race or from Curing Caste. Learn 2 lines or 4 lines from each and every poem and try to present it in your paper. Okay, if you do like that, you're gonna get good marks. Okay, and I'll tell you about essay. While writing essay, write an introduction. So this means from which poem or from which poem this part is taken, who was the writer, what is the writer try to convey through this poem. Write an introduction. Then you can answer to the question. And at last, you have to write a conclusion. Okay. If you have written in these procedure or these format, you're gonna get good marks. Okay, the 4 mark questions are there. Write an introduction, then the content. Okay. And 1 mark was never stop in a word. Write in full sentence because your exam is common English. Okay. So you're saying how to frame a sentence in English, you should know. Okay. So which are the 2 cures? Don't write from inside and outside. Instead, you write there are 2 types of cures for caste disease. The letters, one from inside and another from outside. Okay. I hope you all will do all these things. And if you have any doubt, you can text me. Okay. And you can text me. You can call me. So all the best for your exams. Okay. Study well. I think I have given the format, how to write your letter, how to write resume, how to write a complaint letter, how to write a job application letter, resume. Everything I have given. Please go do that. Also, okay, hope you all will learn well, you all will score well. I hope this session was very useful for you. And if you have any doubt, you can contact me. If you are watching my channel for the first time, do subscribe my channel. If you like the session, please give your likes. Okay, and study well. Go to your room, sit properly, study for your exams. Keep away your mobile phones after this. Okay, and take good sleep. Okay, because it's exam, don't skip your sleep and food. Have your food properly, take your sleep properly, okay? So good night to all my dear students. Okay, so meet you all in another session. Bye.